All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. First thing this morning, happy Monday. Thanks for joining us. So right off the bat, let's go ahead and write 5 things that have happened in the last 24 hours. Just write it down. If you don't have a gratitude journal, just find something to write it down today in your date book, whatever. 5 things that have happened in the last 24 hours that you are grateful for. And then go right into reading your positive affirmations. I have my set positive affirmations that I read every day. I am an amazing leader. I am building an amazing team. All my kids are safe, healthy, and all around good, things like that. But on the top of my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sheet is where I put positive affirmations of things that are going to happen this week. Like I am signing 2 new customers or whatever that situation may be. So gratitude journal and affirmations. Let's do those right now. Bye, babe. Have a great day. Go ahead and let Maggie in if she's there. Never mind. One thing on my positive affirmation says, I am paying my rent every day, which means I am accomplishing every task every single day without waiver. Okay. So you should have done your gratitude journal, read your affirmations, and now it's time to go right into our birthdays. So let's jump over to Facebook and let's go to birthdays and events. No, what's wrong with that? If this is your first time joining us, you go to Facebook and events, and we're going to do custom conscious comments right here. So what I do is I just say, I'm actually going to write it in chat so you can just copy it if you want to. But this right here is how we basically are doing custom conscious comments to possibly non-thrivers. Take note of the people that you actually are sending a happy birthday message to and which ones are non-thrivers, because we're going to do a second step with them. I'm going to put it in chat real quick so you can copy it and paste it, or you can write your own. All right, there you go. I just typed it in chat if you want to use that, because I just looked and I have, I think, 12 birthdays today. So I don't want to have to retype that stuff all the time. How about you? It's Betty Shelton's birthday. Let me see if she's on here this morning. She's usually always on here, so I'm going to look as soon as I finish doing all these. Don't get distracted. So after you've done your birthdays, make a list of the people on your birthday list that are non-thrivers, because those are ones we're going to send an actual private message to and start a conversation. If all the people on your birthday list are current thrivers, you can send them a birthday wish, but you might want to check about adding more people to your network for sure. Now, what I also want you to do is go right into doing some other custom conscious comments. We need to try to do at least 10 this morning. So what I mean by that, for those of you who have just joined us, is we go and we find somebody who's a non-thriver and we comment something on one of their pictures. Oh my gosh, your kids look so cute. How old are they now? Or, oh, I love that purse that you're carrying. Where did you get it? All kinds of people. I mean, wedding. Oh my gosh, the wedding pictures were gorgeous. Where did y'all have it? You know, there's all kinds of things like that. I want you to end with a question, because ending with a question usually makes them come back and talk with you, and it starts that conversation. So, do your 10 custom conscious comments. It sounds like this other computer over here is about to blow up, and I'm like, what is going on? And it's not letting me do anything. Who knows? So guys, if you're wondering when there's no sound, it's because I'm not talking. And if I'm typing, I'm muted out because it's a very annoying noise. Okay, so the next message that you'll see that I put is this is the message that I send actually to the people in Messenger that are not thrivers with me in their message. Now, if you do not have sample packs to send out, do not put that. Just send them a message and say, hey friend, I hope you have a blessed day for your birthday. Do you have any special plans? Put that in Messenger so that you're starting a conversation with them, because that's exactly what you're trying to do, is build relationships in this business. Now, for my birthday messages, I do try to send out one-day samples. This is how I start it. If they send me their address, I get their pack together, but it is not going out unless they have a free account with me. So I'm going to go from this message. I'm going to wait a little bit, and I'm going to be like, okay, it's time to pop you a video about what's coming in your packet. What's your email? They'll send me their email. I create their free account. Now it's good to send that package. Then I go right back into Messenger, and I'm like, go check your email. There's one from Lavelle that has your own personal Lavelle link. That's Who Makes Thrive. Click on that link and you're going to watch that video. have an amazing birthday. Can't wait for you to get your packet. That's all part of that process. So, that's what I send over in Messenger. So if you're doing your custom conscious comments right now, be sure and send that stuff in Messenger to your birthday friends today. So now I'm going to copy it and go do it. So you're going to hear me mute out. So here's something I've honestly been diligently working on since, for a while, is expanding my network, expanding my friends list. If I go through Facebook and friend requests me and we have one friend in common, I might not do that. If we have 47 friends in common and they're not all thrivers, I'm probably going to add them to my network. So today, that's why I had 8 people of all those birthdays that are not thriving with me. So I was able to send that other message to them. But it's something that I've literally worked on for a while because I felt like I had exhausted my Facebook market. So I had to increase those friends. And I don't just let weird people onto my Facebook by any means. I for sure try to be very diligent about who I'm adding in. If we've worked together, went to high school together, if we're in the same town together, and most of our friends are not thrivers, then that's who I'm going to add. And unfortunately, I don't add any more thrivers to my network unless they're like my direct person, just because that would fill up quickly, right? All right. So now that you've probably done your custom conscious comments, your gratitude journal, you've read your affirmations, and you've sent out birthday messages, let's go into some follow-ups. So today, here's what I needed to do. One, do you have any auto ships going tomorrow? That needs to be a follow-up today. And what you send to your auto ship people is, actually, I'll type it in chat. Don't stress. I'll write it in here for you. So here's actually what I send to I think I have 5 that are going tomorrow. I wrote them down last night. No, just 3. I have 3 that are going tomorrow. And I have to be I forget about that 10th. I'm glad that just kind of triggered my memory last night. And this is what I'm going to send to them. I don't ask them if they want to cancel. I for sure do not contact them. So guys, that is a diligent thing. But when I say I'm going to throw credits over onto your account, they have no idea how much that's going to be. It may be $5. It may be $20. It depends on how many I have out there. But I am going to put them over there because I usually try to at least help with shipping, especially if they're a reoccurring customer. However, if they are thriving for free, I do not throw any more credits over there. I just thank them for their order and change up what they need to. This has diligently worked. Now, if they do need to cancel, they'll come back and tell you right then, but you've done your part of making sure that they are aware of it. So that can be one follow-up today. Another one that I'm doing is just to my customers, because I don't always talk about Thrive to them, but I have all these customers right here, and I am just sending them, hold on, I'm going to pull up one real quick so I can send it, because I'm just sending them a graphic that says, okay, Monday, let's do this. That's what the graphic says. And then I put on there, have a super blessed, thriving week, and signed it, Susan. So I created that little graphic right there. But I do that because I want them to know, I'm just talking to them. I'm not trying to always talk about Thrive with them, but these are my current Thrivers. And once I just send them something. Happy Monday. Hope you have a blessed Monday. You can go look on Pinterest, and there's all kinds of things out there like that. And this graphic said, okay, Monday, let's do this. And you could just type a little something. I hope you have a blessed week. Thanks for, thriving with me, or have a happy, thriving week. Just something like that. So that's going to be the majority of my follow-ups today. All right, let me see if I can answer this chat. How do you mail the one-day samples? I remember you saying in another call that you mailed it cheaper than the post office. One day's samples, though, come out of my stash. 3-day samples come out of my cloud office under the sample mailouts. And it is cheaper to send it through Lavelle when they do it. But they don't do 1-day samples. I do 1-day samples. And my birthdays are only 1-day samples. Why? Because they're just a birthday sample. It's just a happy birthday. And then I have to do, obviously, my due diligence of following up with all of them to make sure that they know that one day may not rock their world, but it's a birthday. So let's see. Okay, that's all y'all have on that. Okay, so go find a cool graphic or something that you want to on Pinterest, or just send something to your customers. Hey, I hope you have a blessed Monday. That's it. That's all you have to do. Very, very simple. Let's try to send 5 of those real quick. These are definitely something I'm like, I haven't talked to them in about 2 weeks. I'm glad I'm sending this today. Duh. Not gonna lie, it's pretty handy having this little these little cards with all my customers on them. Makes doing some follow-ups pretty darn fast. I'm going to give you about 1 more minute on that. What did I do? Okay. All right. We're now ready to get started on our social media. So while you were over on Pinterest, hopefully you have found something that's kind of inspirational. Remember how I like to do my stories? Now, if you have Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, you can knock them all out. Okay. So the first thing I try to do is something inspirational. So I did a little graphic that says, woke up this morning. It was like a little raccoon, like flexing. Yep, I'm thriving. That was just something funny and inspirational. And then I went right into my 3 steps. Have y'all went on to your, I'm going to try to hold this right here. Go back. Have y'all went on to, when you're posting a picture on your stories and clicked that little box at the top and typed in Lavelle and seen all the little graphics that you can add to your stories from Lavelle? So there's really some fun ones because I like to, like this one just said rise and thrive. I don't know if you can see that, rise and thrive. And then on this one, I did like the 3-step 3. I just do different things, but I want you to do something inspirational. Then your 3 steps, which is informative. And then we can do some before and after pictures, which you can pull off of the Lavelle fan page. Or I did a poll because I found a picture on the Lavelle fan page, or maybe it was their Instagram page, and it was a sample pack, and it had hashtag over it. That was the sample pack. Y'all can go stalk their Instagram. They have great pictures. And I just did a poll. Sample, quote unquote, I'm over it packs going out today. Who needs this? And my answers were me, how much, and the other one just said, oh, for sure. So hopefully they'll click on that. And I did that poll on Instagram and Facebook. So I want you to go into your stories real quick, and I want you to post something inspirational you can pull off of Pinterest or Google, doesn't matter. And then something about your 3 steps. Let's do that real quick, and then we're going to go right into an actual Facebook post. Inspirational, informative, and then we'll entertain the rest of the day. Okay, now working your stories is super important. You can blow up and be obnoxious on your storylines. And I try to do mine on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat every day because I want to make sure that I'm across the board. Now, I want you to go to your actual news Facebook feed, like your news feed. Since you have done your custom conscious comments and you've told all these people happy birthday, your algorithms are up. Let's go share a Lavelle story. And when you, what a cute picture. When you share a story, you don't just click share and go. Like, go find a story. Find something that stands out. Like the story that I shared today, her name is Shyla. First of all, it was a cute picture, so it was eye-catching. But she said, once the thrive kicks in, you can't help but tell everyone. That was just a piece of her story. That's the quote that I kept. And that's what I said when I shared. I said, thanks, Shyla, for sharing. Once the thrive kicks in, you can't help but tell everyone. And I quoted her saying that, and then I shared it. Her picture is going to be eye-catching. She's super cute. Thanks, Lynn. Lynn just put us on her story. That's so true. It's my Canadian friend down there who likes to go on scavenger hunts with me. Right, Lynn? Yeah, and so guys, last night I kind of got, I was trying to find what picture I was going to use for my 3 steps this morning. And sometimes it's me, but you know, LaBelle has good ones. And I went onto their Instagram page, and I mean, I saved so many pictures. People are going to wonder how come I change my nails every single day because you can't see their faces, you can just see their hands. And I'm like, well, that's because my nails look terrible right now. But it was super funny because I was like, everybody's going to think I completely just changed my nails all the time. But the pictures were so good, and I just saved them. And I'm going to use them throughout this week. So it's going to save me some time. All right. Could come to you have a foot of snow. Yeah, see, Lynn, I'm about to go on a walk with my mom, and it's 66 degrees outside. It's perfect. I would be curled up in yoga pants and in front of a fire and furry socks all the time. That would be fun. All right. So make sure that you share your LaBelle story today. Something that I really had to concentrate on last week, because, you know, if somebody goes and stalks your Facebook page or your storyline, do they know who you are? Do they know you're a mom or a wife or a golden retriever mom or a thriver? Do they know these things? And so I really had to watch my story because it was all thrive, or it was all kids, or it was not good at all. So last week I made myself check off if I put something regular on my Facebook feed, like ask people a question. I did some funny ones last week, and they got some good stuff on them, or just wishing my dad a happy birthday and posting tons of pictures. That was a regular thing. I did the how much have you changed challenge between your first profile pic and your last profile pic. I did pictures of my kids, and then I definitely made sure that every day I shared a story. I get tagged in a lot of stuff, so that's good too, but I made sure that I shared a story every day and did some sort of regular post. So now I've shared my story today. Later on today, I'm going to have to do some sort of regular post to level that out. Probably something about that funny golden retriever dog. All right, so we've done some reach outs. By the way, guys, all those custom conscious comments are kind of counting. So we've done some of our follow-ups. We've done our social media. I'm going to encourage you to add some names to your network today. Go through and look at Facebook where it says people suggested friend request. If you have a ton of friends in common and they're not all thrivers, go add them to your network. You need to do that. Obviously, right here, you connected with a leader. But I'm also going to leave you with this, with all the things that we've done. Go find a group that you're a part of. Like this morning already, I've been engaged in my golden retriever group and just commenting on people's stuff. And I posted a picture and I was commenting on that. Work in your groups, guys. Those are people that are not necessarily in your warm market, nor now your cold market, because they're getting to know you because you're in that group too. Be present in there. If you're a part of 72 groups, get out of the ones that you're not engaging in. If you're part of groups that have 1 million people in them, that's probably not doing you good. But like I'm in a golden retriever group that has like 3,000 people in it, I think now. And I engage in there all the time. And my Aggie group, excuse me. So that's a big deal too. But now the Aggie group is huge. So I have to be very diligent in there. But definitely go work in those groups. Start to be friends with those people. Start being so active that they recognize your name. It's a process. It's not just something that happens overnight. Okay, let's see. Do any of y'all have any questions before we jump off of here? If there's anything I can help you with. Obviously, you want to keep working those things all day today. Every time you get to scrolling on Facebook, Be very conscious about what you're doing. If you're scrolling, you're like, oh yeah, don't just like and love people's pictures. If they're non-thrivers, say something about their picture. And then I'm going to encourage you to do this today. It's time to start a VIP list. Lindsay talked about it this morning on our 7:15 call. We do have a new drink coming out. Lindsay, are you on here? Let me see if she is, because I want her to type that verbiage. She was so good. Yeah, she is. Lindsay, can you type that verbiage that you said this morning of, hey, we have a new drink coming out. It's kid friendly, caffeinated or non-caffeinated. Would you like to be on my VIP list? I don't remember exactly how she said it, but it was really good. And those are the things that I'm going to send to maybe people who I always see with energy drinks, or people who are not thriving with me yet, or people who are on my hot list and they just won't pull the trigger. I don't know why. Or it could be my current customers or promoters that have just not been very active. I'm going to start that VIP list so that when that drink comes out, I can pop that over to them real quick. I'm going to give her a second. I don't know if she's on there or not. She may have me muted because when she's working, she doesn't want to hear my voice.
I am typing it, but it's going to be a minute because I got to pull it back out of my rear because, you know, it always comes great, but I'm going to type this and it'll be good for us.
She's so awesome. Oh, great, Bree. I'm so glad you were on. Yeah, so we do these every day. Today, mine's always at 7:45. Tomorrow, we will have one at 8 o'clock by a different leader. Wednesday, Lindsay will be leading it at 7:15 in the morning. Thursday, we have our friend Jessica does it at 10:30. And then Friday is Nina, one of my 40K leaders out of South Carolina, does hers at 7 a.m. So, we try to have one every day by a different leader because, you know, not every day do you want to listen to me. I have my way of doing my stuff every single day. I'm just chatting while we're waiting for Lindsay to post that. I have my way of the way I do things every single day, and every leader does somewhat kind of the same, but they have different ideas. So we love to listen to new ones, and I listen to them every day as well because I want to also learn something new. There she goes. So I would encourage y'all to copy and paste that right there so you can start your VIP list this week. There was also a graphic, if you haven't seen it, it's on the LaBelle fan page that something big is coming. You can send that graphic with this verbiage. That would be great. I'm going to give y'all just a second to copy and paste that. Thank you, Lindsay.
Obviously, it's totally different than what I said this morning, but I personally think that pulling in kid friendly and approved is going to get you a heck of a lot more too.
Oh, I think so too. Smart. Yeah, when you said it this morning, I was like, oh, you know what? I could just go back and listen to the recording because I have that. But this is good. Thank you. So we don't even have to worry about retyping it. She just did it for you. All right, guys. Well, we are going to go start your Monday. Hopefully you'll get to join us at 11:30 Central Standard Time today. My friend Jennifer Zant is going to be on. She just texted me. That's so funny. Her ears must have been ringing today at 11:30 Central Standard Time. We hope that you will join the working Zooms, or they're not working Zooms, they're lunch and grows. All right. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.